what's going on? So, yesterday was a Sunday before a holiday, September 5th, right? September 5th, 2021. Didn't know what to expect at all. Let me get away from this motorcycle. It was slow. Oh man, it was slow. But I got a couple good orders to make up for it, so I was making enough to survive. And I made a mistake. You know, I've talked about it before. You get in the habit of canceling orders, or turning them down, I should say. And I got this one. It was $17 and 13 miles. You're like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. As soon as I hit no, I'm like, well, I'm 3 miles away. So it's really only 10 miles, which is a long way, you know. God knows where it was going. But looking back, we should have done it. As slow as it was. And, you know, and I don't know if you've ever done that, but I beat myself up for it. And so instead I get an $8 order going 4 miles, which, you know, okay. But, you know, I'm like, whatever. I'm still beating myself up. I knocked that out real quick. And I get an order from this Freddy cheeseburger place that just opened on Manchester by Clarkson. And I figure it's Sunday. It's just barely worth doing. $7.50 for 3 miles, whatever it is. So I run over there. Oh my gosh, they're still swamped. They've been swamped for all weekend. So I go over there, they're swamped. I do go in the restaurant. I ask them, do they have a DoorDash order? And the lady looks at me like she's about ready to commit suicide and goes, I don't know. I said, okay, don't worry about it. So I cancel out of it. I ain't playing around with that. Should have never taken it. Not taking orders from there for a long time. You know, sometimes you just you gotta stick to your guns. So I get an order from Chipotle, which I go to all the time. I mean, like all the time. So I dash into Chipotle. It's like a DoorDash driver convention at Chipotle. There's like 8 DoorDashers in there. And sometimes that can go pretty quick. They'll bring out 3 or 4 bags at a time, and they knock it out pretty quick. No. They're bringing out 1 bag every 5 minutes. I'm already in a bad mood. I should have taken that one delivery. I took the other delivery after that wasn't near as good. Then I cancel out of a Freddy cheeseburger load. Then I'm here, and I've only made $74. I've been working probably 4 or 5 hours, and I'm like, you know what? This just ain't my day. So I cancel out of it. I'm not gonna wait there 30 minutes. So I'm really going home. I'm just gonna take Manchester Road up to 141, hit 141, and call it a day. But I got the app on. You never know what you might get. So I get a Cecil Whitaker's delivery. So I pull in there, and the lady says, we just got this 7 minutes ago. Okay. I've been in the pizza industry. I know how long it takes to make a pizza. It takes, about 7 minutes. So, I said, okay, I've already canceled out 2 orders in a row. I've never done that before. And she goes, it's gonna be 20 minutes. I'm like, 20 minutes? She goes, yeah, 20 minutes. And I said, okay. I'm being nice. Don't get twisted. I'm being nice. I said, 20 minutes. And she goes, yeah, we're running about 30 minutes of carry out. I said, okay. I canceled out 3 orders in a row. I'm done. I'm really done. I am done. Had enough. So I'm going to Manchester Road, but I still got the app on. And then McAllister Deli order comes up. It's barely worth doing. All these orders are just barely worth doing. $7 for 3 miles, whatever it is. They're worth doing, but they're nothing to write home about. So I go into McAllister Deli. It's $11 $11, 7 miles. Again, really not worth doing. As slow as it was, blah, blah, blah. I take it. They're not ready, by the way, but they get ready pretty quick. 5 minutes. So I knocked those two out, and boom! Boy, it gets busy. Now it's like 6:30, quarter to 7. By 10 o'clock, I've made $182. Made like $100 in 3 hours max. Almost made my goal of 195. I came so close. I could have stayed out and got it, but all the restaurants basically were closed, and I was down in Clarkson and Manchester again. Actually, way south of there. I came up Manchester to there, and every restaurant's closed. I got a couple orders, $5 to go 8 miles and stuff like that. I think I'm doing that. And then I got one from Uber that was, $9 for 6 miles, but it was all the way down south of Limburg somewhere. It had to be more than 6 miles. But I didn't take any of them. I just went home. But sometimes you got to keep the faith. Sometimes you just got to keep the faith and hang in there. My thought is that as slow as it was, maybe a bunch of other DoorDashers decided to call it quits. And it just left, a few of us out there, and that's why it got busier. I better remember that today, because it's Labor Day. I have no idea who is going to order food from DoorDash today. Everybody's barbecuing. It's about as nice as it's ever been in the history of mankind here in St. Louis. But I need to be off Wednesday. I got a church thing, and I've got something else. Hopefully I'll be able to schedule an interview on Wednesday, but that probably ain't gonna happen. Everybody's had a 3-day weekend, so on Tuesday they're gonna be doing, catching up. Probably gonna be scheduling job interviews, but so I can't really take off 2 days in a week and make enough money to survive. I can, obviously, and that's probably what's gonna happen, because I don't know what to expect out of today at all. Sunday nights can be busy, so maybe tonight will be a little busier. People will barbecue during the day and then order, DoorDash for dinner, something like that. I'm stretching it, because people usually just eat barbecue all day. That's what I would do. Eat one big meal. But who knows? I'm going to give it a shot, because I got to take off Wednesday. If I didn't have to take off Wednesday, I probably just would have stayed home, I'm sure. But, what a day yesterday was. Canceled out 3 orders in a row and still made money. I don't know about you. I'm not waiting around 20 minutes for an order. Especially one to pay $7. They're barely worth doing anyway. And then you add 20, 30 minutes to it, then you're making, $14 an hour or less. I didn't come out here to do that. I feel bad for the rest. I had a long conversation with a restaurant guy last night, about them just getting destroyed every single day. I feel bad for them. I see it. Lately, I'll give you an example. Cheesecake Factory last night, they had cheesecakes lined up everywhere, and it was insane. They were like giving up. They were like giving up. It was so bad. And I love Cheesecake Factory. Don't get it twisted. I do a lot of deliveries out there. I usually get along with them really, really well, and like them a lot. But last night, they were just getting destroyed. And they got a lot of people working in there. A lot. But I feel bad for you restaurant workers. They're just getting destroyed all over the place. need to give them a hug, a virtual hug. It's something else, man. And unfortunately, the last thing they're thinking about is DoorDash. I mean, when I walked into Freddy's Hamburgers last night, that poor lady, she was like, oh. Man, roof, just roof. Oh.